Okay, hello YouTube, and today we're doing a video. This is going to be part of a series of videos, which is using of makehuman armature in our Blender. Now, the model we're going to be using is just all things are default except for this gender is going to be male, because when it's a dude but a chick at the same time, kind of creeps me out. So let's go export .mhx, name this. Test, let's just name it test 2, just in case I've got a test 1. And I'm not sure how many videos this is going to be, because I've messed around with it a little bit, but not a lot at all. So yeah, it can be as little as 1, as many as, I don't know, 50. Just kidding, it won't go 50. If it does, I'll rethink it all and do it again. But yeah, if you haven't seen what's going on, check out my video. I haven't posted it up yet, but it's basically you need to get the nightly build, and yeah, just check out my video before this. I'll put a link to it in the description, and yeah. Just open this up. Takes a little while, but it's all good. Let me just close WinRAR down. Oh, come on, Blender. There we go. Now, we're gonna delete this Forsaken mesh. And that mesh there that's left, the close. I just want to look what they've done with it. Not much, so we'll delete them. Because this is basically just to show you how the Armature works. Which is going to work better without the close. Don't worry, I'll be making a video on the close at a later date. Now, let's start with the basic movement, okay? Of arms and legs and stuff. So now let's start with the most basic of movement. Also, if you think you want me to do it in 640 by 480, so I scroll around a lot, but it's in greater detail, tell me that. But okay, so the first thing is this bottom hoop down here. When you select it, just right click it, press G, and this moves the whole mesh. Same with rotating it. And you can use all your standard tools. Now, there's also one, I think it's here, yeah. There's one here, which also moves the mesh. I don't know what the difference between them is. I mean, this one here seems more usable to me, but that's just me. Now, let's start out with the arms. Now, you got to right click one of these circles that go around the arm, and depending on which way you go, try and get it to go both. But as you see, there's a little bit of weirdness going on there, but if you can overlook that, it's pretty good. Just don't stress it too much. Now you can also rotate it a little bit. I'm trying to rotate on the x-axis. Okay, rotating on the x-axis makes it go up and down, kind of. Rotating it on the z-axis makes it go in and out. As you see, there's these blue lines to indicate which way they'll go if you rotate them on those certain axes. But also, there's a point you can only go to. See, that is its limit. You can't go past that limit. So that adds some sort of realism to the armature. So this point here, this red line, the x-axis line, you cannot go past it. And I assume these would be on all the limbs, the neck, the eyes, all that kind of good stuff. Now the second one up, which is near the bicep and the closest bit between the elbow and the shoulder, when you move it, it moves what you think it would move. The arm, the yeah, the main. It's not the forearm; it's the upper part of the forearm. I obviously don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's that bit there. So this can move in and out. Actually, can move up and down. GZ, can it move? No, it can't. Oh, it can, but it has to move down at an angle. So the way to do that is to press G and go down at this kind of an angle. And of course, if you go down too much, you'll go into the body. But let's put it down about there. Now we'll move this up because I'm going to make my guy look like looks like he wants to shake someone's hand. Because in Australia, that's the good thing to do, is to shake someone's hand. So there, all you saw I did was move the forearm and the man, I really don't know what it's called. The what's he? Bit between the elbow and the shoulder. Sorry, I don't know what it's called. If you do know what it's called, tell us, so then in the future it won't make me look as stupid as I do now. So let's try and rotate. Okay, now there's this big box, which is the main bit of the hand. Trying to get it so it will. Trying to rotate it so I think I've got to rotate this. Yeah, there we go. Now although you will learn some things from me, you'll learn more by just going out and trying it yourself. And that there looks very weird and very bad. So let's lower this a little bit. And we'll there we go. Rotate it. Rotate on the Z-axis. Nope. Rotate on the X-axis. Kinda. Anyway, that's pretty good. Now, so yeah, this bounding box here moves the majority of his hand. It's like his wrist movement. Now, there's these there's these fingers, which obviously move the fingers. So down makes him move up. So now he's like, I don't know, pretending to play a game or something, I don't know. Moving it down, obviously moves it down, moving it up, moves it up. So, that's simple. Now, what we're going to do is make this go into his body. Now, this does take a little getting used to. I mean, there could be a little improvement on the armature, but for the most part, it's a good armature. So there we go. Just trying to get him to like put his finger up. Yeah, I know it's a little childish, but I really don't care. But a lot of this is just trying to get it in the right positions. What's that? I'm trying to think of what that is. Well, it's not heavy metal. Heavy metal's those four fingers and the middle one down. I don't know. But as you can see so far, the model is fairly responsive so far. But yeah. So yeah, it's very responsive. I must say though, these fingers are a little difficult to move, but with practice, it won't be as hard. Okay, and there's this bone here that controls the main like thumb movement. This long blue line there. And as I said before, if it's not high enough detail, I'll go I can go as low as 640 by 480. But that means it's going to be like a small square, and good detail, but I'll be moving around a lot. The reason I don't like to do my videos in them is because I sometimes have my cursor over here, and I'll move something, and it just looks like crap because you can't see what's going on, and it's all for nothing. Okay, now that I've shown you how to move this arm, this other arm, it's the exact same. But now let's try this out, shall we? Okay, so this is the shoulder movement. This line, it's kind of like a frowny face, kind of like a frown with an arrow on top. Moves the shoulder. So now my guy looks like he's very, very weird. But hell, my guy is very weird. So move up, makes look like his arm's broken or dislocated. And you can move it back, forward, out to a certain degree, and then yeah. So that move there, that moves his shoulder. Now this moves like his torso, like, yeah, and pretty much moves all of his torso, his upper half of his body, waist up. Now what's this move? That seems to move everything the same, but more fluid-like. So both these rings, both move his torso. What's this do? So moving, it's moving his pec. Okay, so these two things. Let me try and go to a good angle. There we go. Yeah, there. It's probably the best angle I can get for you. You see it? It's moving his pec, and yeah, so that's what those two things they do. And this obviously makes things bigger or smaller. So there's a level of varying degree right there. Now, I won't do this arm because you already saw how to do the arm, so doing both seems kind of pointless. I already showed you this. It's the main body. Now what's this? This is the stomach region moving. So this little cube down here. Obviously, I don't see where that would come in handy, except maybe if it was, I don't know, maybe if he had some fat and it was just moving a bit, or something was in his stomach and it was crawling around. That's the only two things I could think of that. Now, this loop down here where his hips are, what you think they are? They're his hips. So this controls the bottom half of his body. Now what these do, I don't know. These here seem very, very pointless unless you're making some kind of very retarded kind of animation. So in my opinion, those two things there are useless. Now, let's get into the legs. Well, this is the thigh actually. So let's go down here first. So it moves like you think it would, forward and back. Doesn't go as much as far forward as I thought it would. Because I'm trying to think of how would you make it look like you're kicking someone. Because, oh, one sec, yeah, you gotta move the thigh as well. My mistake. Yeah, I just looked at my own leg and, well, my leg doesn't bend much further forward than that. Because if it did, it'd probably be broken. But just G. Because, what's he there? It's as far back as it will go. Where would that be useful? If the bloke was hopping on one leg. I don't know. Preparing to kick someone in the face. But let's check out the thigh. So the thigh is just up above the, well, you know where the thigh is. So this one here. So now my guy looks like he's doing crouching tiger style. Nah, I don't know what kind of style that is. But as you just gotta, although body parts can go to a certain limit, doesn't mean you should take them there, because weird meshes start to form, it looks like crap. Just checking my time. you know what, I want to make this one big video, and then I'm just going to upload it as one big video, because I don't feel like doing a lot of videos. I just can't be bothered. But second thought, I actually don't know how much uploads I have, so I'm going to stop it here, and then I'm going to continue in the second part, which I'll be doing straight after this.